Hello. MAZ to the no, I'm not doing that again. Mazi's World, people. What's going on? It's your boy Mazi here. Hopefully y'all are having a good day, night, evening, afternoon, wherever time y'all are watching this at. Hope all is well. Today, y'all are gonna get to know me a little more. Of course, all my close friends know that I love sneakers. Big fan of course, the game of basketball. And also, I mean, you see the jersey. Gang, right? And so, in case y'all were living under a rock, Kobe Bryant, along with Kevin Garnett and Tim Duncan, were inducted into the Hall of Fame, Basketball Hall of Fame, excuse me. I figured why not show a little bit of my Kobe collection. It's not I would say the biggest collection like some of the other sneaker collectors are out here that have like an astronomical amount of Kobe's. But I do have some Kobe's that are personal to me. I would say they do tell a story. Well, all of them have a story to them. I'll just get right into it. So I got top 5 Kobe's. Not only do I have, but that I want to own as well. Since Nike and Vanessa Bryant didn't renew their contracts with Nike, the resale value, the market has gone through the roof for these shoes. So we're going to have the prices of the market value of these sneakers as well. So you understand how the sneaker game is. So my number 3 sneaker that I have, that I own, a Kobe that I own, is the Barcelona 8s. These Kobe's are one of my favorites just because the story with it, I was on vacation out in Grapevine, Texas. Shout out to everybody out in Grapevine, you know what I mean? Went to Great Wolf Lodge. We happened to go to the mall and pulled up to Foot Locker. I didn't know these had dropped. I'm looking at them. I'm like, yo, these Kobe's are hard, man. I like them. And yes, the bottoms are dirty because I wear my shoes like you should. I'm looking at these, and then of course the employees are like, yo, what size you looking for, my man? I'm like, size 13. I wasn't planning on buying anything, and then of course my wife looking at me like, don't you start. I'm like, nah, I'm just looking, right? I get the shoes in my hand, size 13, right? Another guy walks in. He's kind of looking at me and he sees that these are in my hand, and I'm assuming that he's looking for these. Homeboy, the Foot Locker employee is like, hey, yo, what size you looking for? He's like, I'm looking for those, pointing at these. I'm looking for those in the size 13. The employee says, that's the only 13 that we have. Stare off, right? He's mugging me, I'm mugging him. I said, back up that size 13.
Pow.
I never had a man mug me so hard in my life over a pair of Kobe's, man. So that's my story with these. So these play a significant role in my life. I have a really great memory to these. And not only that, they're comfortable too. Very comfortable. I love the Kobe 8 model, one of my favorites, if not the best model. But yeah, man. Shout out to Nike for this one, man. The Kobe 8, Barcelona Tigers. Another one that I have here for my my second shoe in my collection, or my Kobe collection, is the Kobe 11 Mamba Day. The Mamba Day IDs, excuse me. These shoes happened to drop the final day of his game in 2016, of Kobe's game, his career against Utah, where he dropped 60. And I tried to get the original Kobe 11s, which is on that list later. I'll talk about that more. Couldn't get those, so my boy, shout out to Zach. He actually threw the lob on these. He was like, yo, you want me to cop the Mamba Days for you? I said, sure. How much you need? He was like, yo, just PayPal me the retail. I got you. I said, bet. So these came in. Of course, they got the date of when he was drafted. And then on the other shoe, it's the day of his final game. So in the league. All the numbers wrapped around is basically his stats, this, that, and the third of all things Kobe done in his career. But yeah, these shoes are important just because, you know, this is Kobe's final game. You know what I mean? Can you get any better than that? Grand closing, 60 on the Jazz. The Kobe Mama Day, I did Kobe 11s. Love this sneaker. With that being said, the two that I do not have, the Kobe 1 Undefeated in the yellow camo. That sneaker is incredible, to say the least. Because, I mean, it's that Laker yellow with the white bottom. It's a hard sneaker. I promise you, man. Like, if I even had the bread to get this shoe, listen, you see it up there. It's ridiculous on how much the shoe resells for. A 13, at least according to StockX, 24,000.
I see what they did with the 24. Y'all ain't funny.
Y'all are disrespectful, man. I'm not paying 24,000 for that shoe. And the last sale was 1,400.
Bro, who's gonna pay $24,000 for a shoe? Polo?
That's the only one.
Wow.
I love the shoe though. I love the shoe. And I don't have a pair of Kobe 1s, and this is a shoe that I really do want, a pair of Kobe 1s. But this colorway is beautiful. That is a beautiful sneaker. And then the next one that I will probably never own, but I do want, is what I was mentioning earlier, the Kobe 11. The fade to black, elite low, Black Mamba edition sneaker, whichever. It has so many nicknames. But this is the actual shoe that he gave Utah 60 in his final game. It's a sleek sneaker, nothing crazy, just all black with the black mesh and the gold Nike swoosh. Very classy, elegant. It looks like excellence, if you will, to say the least. Like I said, it's another shoe that I want that I probably will never ever get. Never. Now, the number one sneaker that's in my collection that I do have. This shoe is important to me, and I promise you, I'm only wearing them. I'm wearing them once a year, and you'll see why. Ladies and gentlemen, the Grinches, the Kobe 6 Grinch. That new shoe smell, I love it. I haven't even tried these on yet. These just been sitting in the box. I had to cop these as soon as Vanessa said she wasn't renegotiating with Nike. I knew once that happened, I had to move fast because the resale prices are gonna go through the roof. And if you look right now on StockX, I mean, you see the price, $715 in a size 13. I had to move quickly to try to get them at least somewhat close to retail, because if it hit that crazy price, these wouldn't be in my hand right now. That would have been on the list of shoes that I wish that I could get. You know what I mean? Kobe wore these in, I believe, 2010 against LeBron and family. When these were revealed and Kobe had the red strings on, yeah, I lost my mind. And then what also hurts is, when I say hurts, because I'm just jealous I wasn't there, season ticket holders that were courtside, y'all got a pair of these. Legendary Kobe sneaker. Shout out to the great folks at StockX for holding the kid down. I gave you 3 Kobe sneakers of my own, 2 that I want. I have an honorable mention, the Undefeated pack draft day, which came with the Kobe 5s along with the actual pair. It's like a white Easter Sunday, kind of based on the Charlotte colorway kind of look to it. I haven't brought those out neither, but those shoes is basically more of a break glass in case of emergency. Basically, if I go broke, I'm selling them because they're going crazy right now on StockX. You see the price. So if I ever go broke and you see those shoes on the market for sale, it's probably coming from me in a size 13. So bless the kid. Other than that, man, I definitely appreciate y'all watching the episodes that we've been dropping. Appreciate y'all for even watching this one. I appreciate also the people that are actually liking and subscribing and commenting down in the comment section. We love to talk to y'all. I think that's it. It's been real. Laker gang, you know what time it is. Race for 18. Let's get it. Mazi's World. Peace, man. Have a good one.
Maserati.
So focused, I just need some meaning to my name. Plus I'm cheating with these codes. If you thinking it's a game, that's real talk.